Ooh, I just saw Bye Bitch. Common ground, nothing. You're like super pissed. We have brown hair here, and the answer is yes. But it's saying the answer is no in the reverse. And so, like, I just feel like with Bye Bitch, common ground, yeah, fool in the reverse, you're like, I'm not a fucking idiot, bitch. Like, you know what's up. Somebody has been coming up this week as big trouble. You are seeing that people are super 3D. They could have just totally fucked you over on a tangible deal. If you thought you were going to get something, you didn't, type thing. Like, if you thought somebody was going to be honest, they weren't. So on. Somebody was also talked to about something going on, and they failed again at keeping their word. Yep. You realize that the reason for this failed relationship for some of you is because you've been making a lot of hasty and quick decisions. You don't have it basically set up in a notebook, a plan of action that you are very strictly supposed to follow. It's obvious here what you have to do, and some of you guys cannot just be doing like all this stuff. You just don't have enough time, money, patience. There's not enough hours even in the day. There's a lot. So it says time is unknown when referring to the 3D. Some of you guys need to practice like grounding yourself. You need to be mindful, and you need to have faith, joy, and contentment, which is all free. And you need to look at what you have going on in your life right now and see what would make you healthiest. How can you and what options you have do the best with what you got? You want to be somewhere else sometimes. You want to feel some other way sometimes. And you're not using the tools that you have in your life to just make the best out of it. Some of you guys could be living in a motorhome or even be put in a situation too because you didn't say what you needed to say to somebody. We have throat chakra in the reverse. So you guys need to have some conversations with somebody. This could even be somebody in a motorhome. You could be thinking about purchasing a motorhome. And we have water out in the reverse. So, yeah, it just seems like bills for some of you guys, and housing and water. I mean, all of it together. You may have to collaborate with somebody. And it's saying that you may be somebody who really likes a challenge, and you may have that happen for you as far as like needing to negotiate. To get the results that would be best for you. Maybe in this chapter you have options, but with some of your skills that you're not using as much anymore, God's going to try to wake back up. And maybe you feel like you're just being blocked, but you may need to try a little harder to get the win. So you could have already like tried for an apartment, tried for a house, you didn't get it. But it's asking you to take a leap of faith for some of you guys, like in a different direction. You need to go on more adventures. You need to travel. You need to act a little foolish, a little careless, and act more youthful. You need to be more spontaneous. Definitely just know that anytime you're taking things from the past into the present, you're not going to the future. The future is different levels. It has different things. You think that you're the future with what you bring into it, but God doesn't let you just go through different levels. People in these levels already get through what you're going through over here. So if he didn't have boundaries and like we do borders, then people could just pass through and just do whatever they want and disrupt all these people. And it's like a classroom. These people are more mature. They've went through these things, and so they don't bring that to this party over here. That's what you have going on here. A big message is just that a lot of you guys want to bring things in from the past into the future, into this little spot right here. And a lot of you guys are frustrated because you have so much to do. And you also lack your ability to always keep a clear mind sometimes. Like, you seem like you're getting very upset. You could even find yourself snapping at other people. You also feel like somebody's treating you like a fool. And you don't even know that you have anything in common with this person. And you don't speak much about what you feel. You have your throat chakra that needs improvement. We have motorhome here. So there's just a lot. You're supposed to be working on contentment, which is to be happy with whoever you are, wherever you're at, with whatever you have and whoever you're with. So every year you should probably focus on one word and go through each one of those words. And every time you are angry, you need to know that's not even a real emotion. It's a secondary emotion. So you use anger to basically cover up shame, guilt, fear, regret, things like that. So whenever you do feel angry, you need to know that that's probably a thing in your life that God is definitely going to have you work on before you get to the next spot. You don't get to come in ignorant, because that's really what anger says. It says that I am ignorant to the fact that I regret something here. I lost something here. I'm upset. When you lose, it doesn't feel good. It does make us angry. But there's other ways through that. You could say maybe we could always see the good in like how it would have made them feel to win. And know that even as little as them feeling the same way we did to lose, that's a possibility. And that's just part of what life is allowing both parties to win and lose. Some people trained harder, they prepared longer, they studied harder, things like that. And we can always allow somebody else to feel good, and that should make you feel good. You shouldn't always feel angry about that. You feel like nobody cares. There's a lot of pessimism in this energy. We have third eye in the reverse, so you're just not seeing things at all. Like, you're not grounded, whoever you are. You're all over. You have a lot to take care of because of this right here, when your mind is everywhere else. But where it needs to be, everything just seems like it falls down on you, but that's not the case. What you resist, you persist. What you resist persists. So humility in the reverse. Again, you could be speaking in ways like fuck that bitch, fuck that guy, this and that's not going to elevate you. You're angry because you gave somebody a ring, for some of you guys, and it just, the holidays have been definitely hard on some of you guys to come back around. I feel like there's just been this heavy energy of somebody who was pretty busy for a while after their divorce or breakup, and you've had a lot of extra time to yourself to feel, and you don't like it. You feel a lot. You're feeling what you need to, and it's good. The more that you feel, the more that you're able to actually close out that cycle. You've been staying busy, and you just need to know that most people are healed and move forward, it looks like, except for yourself. And this is a process everyone has to go through. Well, just got my final loaded of all the dumb stuff. So I'm excited about that. If you know anyone who has if you have property in Idaho, you're allowed to take all your dump runs for free. So that's cool. We have property in both. So I'm excited about that. I never knew that. That's awesome. I'm kind of a big dump run girl. So you're not surrendering to yourself, to your stubborn ass self, man. You're somebody who also struggles with sexual adventures. You could struggle with DOC time. You're struggling with a death right now. For some of you, you have zero tolerance in the reverse, so you may have been given a chance You have secrets though. Some of you guys are being looked at a little bit more like closely like right now to see if like they're going to give you less time if you're looking at charges. It says nothing is yet set in stone. It's mutable moon. So it's kind of probably saying like it's going to go, your outcome's going to go with your flow. Something may happen, a death is going to really challenge you, and it may shake you up quite a bit during this time, which is already really hard for you because whatever projects you have ahead is so serious and so challenging and important that this is going to be a great way to prepare for that. And you may not always understand why terrible things have to happen, but it is always to unfortunately strengthen us. And in order for us to become wise, we do trade our youth for wisdom, our innocence, our ignorance. You're going to cry, and you need to. This could really just make you feel so much. This could be the one thing that takes you to your breaking point. You could be somebody who doesn't fucking ever cry. And you're always strong for everybody else. And so this is, God has to really disrupt you to get you to move emotionally. We have 27 here. Some of you just have a newborn baby too. You have love here, so let things go from the past. Appreciate these people in your life that are here for you right now. Appreciate the sunsets, the waters rippling, just every moment, every season. In that, you will find your answers. Some of you guys could have a dock that you know of that you can walk down to think, but the water is very important to you. You could be a water sign. You need to be near your element. You need to see the greatness in the world. You've lost your faith. Some of you guys could feel like it's God's fault that somebody died. He doesn't have any control over that. It's life. We can't all live. We're already overpopulated with respect. We have First Street. We also have Second and Arthur Street. That resonates to you, Arthur. And hair in the shower in the reverse. So some of you guys just could be making complaints all the time. You want redemption. You want to be heard. You're angry. You're angry about this loss. And you haven't been taking care of yourself. We have nourishment in the reverse. Virgo in the reverse. That's twice today. So your way of dealing with pain could just be like acting out. You pick on other people, you start fights with other people or this person. You're very fortunate, it says. Stop dividing people. Stop not taking care of yourself. You have Capricorn in the reverse. Capricorns also do not like to lose. Those are both two earth signs. So we could be dealing with an earth sign. Earth signs obviously are very tangible because you're an earth sign. So you always have your eye on the goal. And I see that we have the Ace of Wands here just showing up here in the reflection of the mirror. And so this is not good for a Virgo or a Capricorn. Something didn't come into fruition for you no matter what sign you are. You are good enough. You didn't lose this because you're not good enough. You lost this because you're onto a new thing. And you don't like loss. You don't like loss. You feel very vulnerable right now. You feel like this is your fault. It's not. 6 months to close an adoption process. So somebody maybe didn't get custody of their child. Some of you weren't able to complete your services in the amount of time that you needed to. They do value your input. Don't act desperate, and you're not acting desperate, but also don't act ice cold. Some of you guys may need to get some new pantyhose or just some new outfits or just like maybe kiss them all the way up the thin or thigh or something like that. And then you have very concentrated in the reverse and raise in the reverse. So you maybe didn't get that position. You didn't get that raise. It's okay. You're being redirected. Rejection is protection, and then it's also redirection. So you still need some time with your therapist too to work out some things. And then from that state of mind is when you will expect to see a powerful change. Don't doubt yourself. And really focus on your emotions and how each thing moves yourself emotionally. When you say everything in your life out loud, how does it make your heart feel? This chapter for you will be about vulnerability. Good luck.